Welcome back to Barnstable This Morning. Halfway through the program on this Friday morning, and our Director of Public Works, Dan Santos, has stopped by. Dan, how are you?
Doing very well.
Very busy week for you and the crews out there.
Oh, extremely. Really never been busier.
Exactly. So we saw the latest update that Rob Steen posted at 2:30 this morning. Tell us a little bit about what the crews are doing. I know when I drove by the highway barracks this morning, I saw all the kind of front end loaders gassing up and getting ready to continue work.
Well, we're working on 12-hour shifts, and we have 2 crews, so we're going 24/7 and 12 hours. So at 5 o'clock, they're doing a swap, and so you get the folks coming off, folks going back on, so it is kind of a beehive activity over there at that point. But last night, we were very pleased that we were able to finish opening up all town roads. I mean, that in and of itself is pretty monumental. There's 1,700 roads in town, and within 48 hours of what's arguably one of the biggest blizzards in the last 100 years, according to the Cape Cod Times anyway, we had, within 48 hours, 1,700 roads opened up. There's a few that might have been missed and we got to deal with, but that's pretty remarkable, frankly.
Absolutely.
And then on top of that is parking lots and sidewalks and, endless amount of other things. But there's certainly a ton of work left to do, but at least people have access to their homes to get out, to get to where they need to go to.
Absolutely.
Which is most important.
I think a lot of work ahead for a lot of us homeowners as well to kind of clear out those spaces, walkways, et cetera. I think my front door still has a big drift in front of it. So, and as you say, really a monumental amount of snow that fell in a very short period of time. And you mentioned 1,700 roads, and that represents about 500 miles of roadway, correct?
Exactly.
That's a lot.
Exactly.
And we think about all the work that we do clearing, the little short driveways and multiply that by many. So how much more work needs to be done out there? Will the crews and the plows continue today and through the weekend? And of course, we're anticipating a little bit more weather too. So how does planning come into play for that?
Well, and there's a Super Bowl in there. And
yeah.
The fact is, people are very anxious about that, both getting where they want to get to and our employees as well. But we'll deal with that. That's a few more days. Today, what we're focusing on is cleaning up. Start pushing back corners, intersections, just making things a little wider, a little cleaner, and addressing problem areas. So as people call in or we get email through the website, we'll go out and we have inspectors checking those areas, and we have crews that are located in every village, at least 2, and then they're going to go to these spots that the inspectors find or people call in and just start picking away at things like that. Main roads are all great. Those folks which are contracted, we don't have working on the mains, basically saving them in case we've got some precipitation coming. It's raining out there now, so we want to be ready for anything that may come. Tonight we're planning to do a snow removal on Main Street in Hyannis. So our night crew, the 12 hours tonight, they're really going to be focused on that. And if you've been on Main Street in Hyannis, it's an enormous amount of snow that's piled up. And it's going to take our biggest equipment and our contractors and our folks, and we have to haul that away. We scoop it up, load it in trucks, and haul it away. And so that'll occur tonight, and then the other villages that we normally do we'll get to probably in the following couple of days.
Sure. So haul it away. Where does it go?
Typically, we bring it over to a part of the parking lot at Calmus Beach, and we make an enormous mountain of snow, and eventually it melts away.
Exactly, but in the meantime, you see that big giant
Actually, what's interesting about that is we have to go over there and clear the parking lot so that we can create a space for snow.
Exactly. So good to know as well. That's why obviously a lot of people aren't going to be going to the beach, but you need to clear space to make room for everybody to come in and dump that snow in there and pile it up. So more work left to be done. Dan, anything else that you'd like to get out there you'd like your residents to be aware of? I know, as you said, the roads have been done, and now they're going to kind of go back and opening them up a little wider, get rid of some of those big berms on the side.
Our goal was to, and the problem with the storm with the amount of snow, and a lot of the equipment couldn't handle it, so we had to use front-end loaders, which kind of limited. They're big, they're hard to move around, so some roads aren't as good as our residents may be used to with other storms, but they're all, at this point, they've got to pass. People can get to their homes. They may have to do a little more digging than normally to get to that pass, but if folks are patient, and they have been, it's been wonderful. We've gotten great compliments as well as the concerns, and we'll keep at it. I don't at this point we're not calling to stop work or stop the the 24-hour work. We'll continue that until I'm comfortable that we're at a place where we need to be, and we're not there yet.
Great. Well, Dan, thank you so much for stopping by for that update, and thank you and the crew for their effort over the past few days, and let's hope we don't get a whole lot of snow this weekend.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Thank you so much. Dan Santos is our Director of Public Works and joining us live in studio here on Barnstable.